Alrighty then, Internet. This is Virtue Fire with the fourth video in my Destruct tutorial series. I am here with a very different team than usual. I have no Nova, no Magneto with me right now. I'm packing X-23, Morgan, and Phoenix. What I wanted to talk about is team building, character selection in general, and I think that it can actually be boiled down to one phrase, one key phrase. And that is actually stick around until you find somebody. Free somebodies. Because, and obviously it'd be a very short video if that was the only lesson I was trying to illustrate. But it is very important to get that in your head that you don't want to go in immediately pick a few characters thinking that they'll be a certain way and then neglect everybody else. You wanna play around. You wanna try everybody, because if you go in with expectations, all you're going to be doing is, at best, you're going to be getting mad that something isn't working the way you think it should be, and at worst, you're going to be halting your evolution and development as a player, because you will see that something that you think should work isn't working, and you'll get mad for like. You'll get mad that it's not working. Worse off, you might keep trying it as if it should work, as if, you making more of an effort to make it work will, warp the reality of the game to your will. No, those kinds of expectations are just going to hurt you. So, the reason why I packed this X-23 Morgan team is because this was my first team. I had that very problem that I went in thinking, I read up on the game before I got it. This was Marvel vs. Capcom 3, like, around release time. And I thought, alright, this team will work for me. I can use X-23 to rush down like crazy, and I can have Morgan Dark Harmonizer assist, and I read on like the Marvel vs. Capcom 3 vanilla hyper guide that Morgan could be used as both zoning and rushdown, and so I figured I could rush down with her too, and then I would have Dark Phoenix anchor and totally dominate with her because I heard she was overpowered. And the first Dark Phoenix, that was obviously true. I got a lot of wins I didn't deserve from Dark Phoenix, but not that all Dark Phoenix players don't deserve their wins. I'm just saying that I didn't, because I was making some pretty massive errors and was being covered for it by Dark Phoenix. And I, in fact, it's kind of a mark of shame for me, I ended up selling Vanilla Marvel vs. Capcom 3 because I thought that this was the only team that I could really run with. This was the only team I would accept myself playing. And so, to see that, I was very bad at it, because I was very bad at it, Morgan Rushdown is not the best thing in the world, I got mad. I did not enjoy my play when I was playing this team, because it wasn't working at all. I wasn't doing the damage I needed to, I wasn't comfortable doing the combos I was doing, and no matter what I did, I just felt uncomfortable and awkward and ineffective, except for using Dark Phoenix. That don't count. And it's very important to get out of that rut, get out of that expectations rut if you get in it. You might end up picking a team that you really like. You might end up not. It's rolling the dice too much, in my opinion. That's why it's important to stick around. So, moving on from that kind of bum tone of listen to how much the start of my Marvel 3 career sucked, I want to talk about the 3 things that I think you should look for in each character on your team. And this might not matter as much if you're focusing the entire team on one character. Like, I know Justin Wong enjoys Iron Fist enough that he's willing to put characters like Akuma. I mean, I'm pretty sure he enjoys Wolverine, but Akuma I'm not particularly sure he enjoys. But he enjoys Iron Fist enough that he's willing to put a character that he isn't as into, just for the sake of the assist and the anchor. But yeah, just have these things in mind. Try and fill at least 2 out of 3 of them, just for the sake of having fun during gameplay. I'm not talking about making a tournament-ready team. I'm not saying pick Wesker, Doom, Dark Phoenix. I'm saying this is how you pick a team you'll enjoy. So, first, you pick a character that you feel comfortable with the combos. As I was talking about yesterday, it's very important to feel like you can do all the combos, that you can do them safely, securely, and effectively, and they do the damage that you want them to. And I'm not talking about like you can do all the combos safely. I'm just talking about you can do the combos that you most commonly see consistently enough that you will, as I said before, you know when you're messing up when you don't land them, and you know you're doing really well when you do land them or do better than them. You also should pick a character that you enjoy. You enjoy seeing move around. You enjoy what their purpose is in the game, and maybe they're even similar to other characters, even though, as I said, you shouldn't make them revolve around that. And lastly, you should choose a character that's effective. Like, I'm not one for tier whoring, but I'm also not one that will condemn somebody or say that they suck for using high-tier characters. High-tier characters are very important for a game, for learning a game, for feeling safe in a game, for winning a game, more importantly. And so, those are the three things you're going to want. And that is why I punctuated each of those points with a character, because these are all characters that I've tried, and they all fill at least one of these things. And I stopped playing them because I really didn't think that they either didn't fill the other two roles or didn't fill them enough. And so, let's start with Virgil. He was the character that I could do the very basic bread and butter combos very easily with. I think it's like 600,000 damage, or ridiculous like that. Hang on. Oh, not as much as I remember it. But yeah, he could do a lot of damage, and I liked that he had teleporter mix-ups and stuff, but I liked how he played. I liked how his combos and his rushdown method fell, but I did not like at all how he felt as a character, how he felt as like, I felt I was getting tired of him. I was doing the same combos over and over again, which doing the same combos over and over again is a very big part of Marvel vs. Capcom, I think. You're going to be playing a lot of matches, and in those matches, if you're going to be using one team consistently, you're going to be using the same combos consistently. And I just didn't like using those combos over and over again. I felt like I was getting bored, I was getting stale, I was acting robotically or something like that. And it was very hard for me to get into a character when I felt like that. So I tossed Virgil out. I didn't use him. I tried him on Anchor, I tried him on every position, but I eventually just got bored and I haven't used them since. And it's very important that you find a character that you feel good with just for a consistent team. Like, for a dicking around team, you can totally have a character like Virgil. Like, I'll definitely have Virgil on a team of like I'll have him on my MODOK, Arthur, Virgil team as like the anchor if I still think that I want to win that night. But I won't have him on a team that I would like go to a tournament with or play online seriously with, or like run sets against a friend with. So, moving on to, try to tag it in. There we go. Iron Fist. Now, this is a character that, his combos, they always felt really good. They still feel really good, you know? Like, I feel so cool when I do, like, and then off the ground, and freaking Fist of Fury. I'll come with a superhero. I'm going to the moon. But, the problem was, is I sucked with him. Like, you can go online with a lot of characters that you don't enjoy and suck with, but it especially hurts when you go online with a character that you do enjoy, and you just totally blow ghosts with them. Ah, damn it. But yeah, I wasn't using the right assists with him. I wasn't jumping in at the right times. I couldn't get a sense of my spacing. I couldn't get used to his ridiculously fast ground dash. I mean, I enjoyed his aesthetic, I enjoyed how he played, but I just wasn't good enough with him. And this is where the power thing comes in. It's like the tier list thing. Now, I'm not saying that Iron Fist is a low tier character, But I'm saying that if you're looking for a high tier character, you shouldn't go straight to Iron Fist. And especially if he's not your type of character. Like, I think part of the reason why I stuck with him so bad is because he's not my type of character. And so, you know, even if you like him, even if you like a character, you just might not be good enough with them. You know, it's a hard thing to come to terms with, but it's a thing that you're going to have to if you want to improve in your play enough to compete. But if you just want to dick around online, go for it. It is absolutely something that you do not have to adhere to. Damn it. It is absolutely something that you do not have to adhere to if you're just going to be an online warrior and or play casually, never go to tournaments or anything like that, or never try and be analytical in what you're doing. Yeah, if you want to use a character that you are straight up bad with, then go ahead. You know, if you have fun with it, and if you don't care what your win-loss record is, that's totally all right. You know, I'm not going to crap on anyone today for just wanting to play the game to have fun. That's something that a lot of, you know, pro esports tactics fellas will have lost on them sometimes. Is that, you know, we play games to have fun, and if you don't have fun, which brings us to our next character, you're not going to want to play the game. Now, this guy, this freaking guy, Maximilian brought up in one of his videos that it has gotten to the point of complete global oversaturation, that Wesker is not as powerful as he used to be, not because he's been nerfed, but because people know how to fight him in general now. And, you know, that doesn't make him a weak character, though. But hang on, I'm going to get this little Chinese ghost girl thing out of the corner. He is a character that I don't like the aesthetic of. I don't like how his combos feel. But he is Wesker, you know? Like, he has that ambiguous S, he has dim teleports, he has on-block mix-ups and stuff. You know, on-hit mix-ups and stuff like that. But I have this with me today. But yeah, he has on-hit mix-ups, on-block mix-ups. He has that crazy command grab. He's, you know, the best character in the game. You know, that's the point I don't know why I'm dancing around it. He's the best character in the game. And so I was really attracted to playing him at first because of that. Then I realized that even if I was winning every match, I wasn't really enjoying winning every match. I didn't feel like I was winning every match. I could go total autopilot and not even care. Alright, going on 13 minutes here. I'm going to try and wrap this up. And so I think those three things is what you should look at when you try and make a team, because if you're going on autopilot like that, not only are you not going to have fun, but once you run into something that beats you, if you're still going on autopilot, you may just think, oh, okay, I just didn't Wesker hard enough, you know? And you don't want to think you lost because you didn't do your strat hard enough. You want to think, what if I lost because my strat is actually bad or people are figuring it out? All right. So I think that'll about wrap it up. I won't be doing this week, but next week, Monday through Friday, I'm going to be doing, instead of specific tactics, I'm going to be doing, in relation to this, how to build a team around a single character. This is especially important for characters like Iron Fist and Dark Phoenix, but yeah, just in general, and Frank West as well. But yeah, that is what I'll be doing next week. I'll be covering how to, you know, one character teams that just have 2 assists pretty much, or maybe 2 anchors. You know, characters that you could win easily with without a character you're good with. And so that'll wrap it up. Please subscribe, criticize, like, dislike, whatever you want to do. And GG, Internet. Thank you for watching.